Hello, everybody. It's been a great day here at the church, and this is a short video, number 2, just going over some of the basics on our new M32 soundboard. Let's dive right in. We'll get a better view of the board here. All right, we covered pages 1 and 2, how you mix for the house, vocals on page 1, instruments on page 2. On page 3 here, it's labeled auxiliary in USB. So this is, we only have one channel we're using for this, and that is our choir CD, labeled on auxiliaries 5 and 6, choir CD left and CD right. So we use this tray 1 here, and it will play the choir CD for us. So that's how that goes. We may eventually link these two faders together where they move as a unit, but for Christmas we need to have it just on auxiliary 5. So that's how you play your choir CD on the new board. So just to kind of take a step further, you all have had that special piece of tape on our old board when Miss Brenda wanted more or less of the choir CD in her monitor mix, those 4 onstage wedges. So since we're talking about, how to control, the choir CD, that fader I showed you, that was the house. That's what the congregation hears. How are we going to customize what she hears on stage, where they need more or less? But the congregation's fine. What we hear out here on our side, down on the floor. So I'll explain. Those monitor mixes, we had 2 before. Monitor 1, those 4 inside wedges, 2 by the pulpit, 2 in the back corners of the choir loft. Monitor 2 was the far left and the far right stages of the church. In the corner, there's a big wedge by the baby grand and over by the digital keyboard. So what those are called now are buses on this system, and I'll show you. So if we cut this board in half, about the right third of it, there's another set of pages here that is associated with to the right of it. The only page we're going to be using is bus 1 through 8. All right, we only have 4 buses that we need currently, and I'll explain. Bus 1 are the 4 inside monitors. So, like I said, pulpit and back areas of the choir loft. So the way we're going to do this is there's a very important button to create a mix for bus 1 or any of our buses. Is the fader flip. It's in the center of the board here. In video 1, we were talking about mixing sound for the house. This button is not flashing. When this button is not flashing and you're over here working, you are mixing for the house sound. These 4 speakers hung from the ceiling, that's what those control. All right, when we hit fader flip, what we do over here now on the left is mixing for one of our buses, and that's reflected here on our scribble strip. All right, so I'm going to come over here, and above this channel here, bus 1, 4 inside monitors, I'm going to hit select at the very top. And when I hit that, on my scribble strip here over to the left, channel 1 to bus 1, channel 2 to bus 1, channel 3 to bus 1. So you can make a custom mix that is going, you can think about it, on a bus to these 4 inside monitors. These channels are getting together, going on a bus, and they go to those 4 speakers. Okay? Over here, on the right side, bus 2, I could go over here and hit select. I'm not going to do it till, because I want to see you watch it switch. Come over here to the left side of the board, and I push that button on bus 2. Now it's channel 1 going to bus 2, channel 2 all the way across. All right, even on the different pages, I can go to page 2 here where my instruments are. What will we do? You know, do I need to put more of Josh in bus 2 because Josh is here and you know, the baby grand would like to hear him more, or the digital keyboard wants to hear Josh more, so I'm turning up channel 18 going to bus 2. Okay? This is a very important button. All right, I turn that fader flip or the sends on fader button off. I come back here to the scribble strip, and we are mixing the instruments in the house now. When that fader flip button is turned off, or I'm looking at the vocal mics. All right, we are mixing for the house. Okay, until I hit fader flip, and now it's set. What am I sending to bus 2? Mixing here, they get on a bus, they go over to a set of monitor mixes called a bus. Okay, we have a bus 3 and 4 that are tied together. Okay, the buses do have mutes on them as well. Buses 3 and 4 are tied together. I guess you could call it a double decker. And they are for live stream left and right. Okay, so now let's come over here to the left section of our board. Channel 1, it says bus 2. So let me come over here and I'm going to select the row bus 3 and 4. I'll select 3. Excuse me. Channel 1 to bus 3. It's going to bus 3 and 4, but okay, all these channels, the handhelds, anything, since I have that fader flip button engaged and I have bus 3 selected, the mix that makes no change in the house. It is only affecting what goes to the live stream, okay? There are things that can be done on here that will affect the live stream. It is almost 100% custom, the mix we send to the live stream. The one exception being, let's turn that fader flip off. Okay, we're mixing for the house now. And in the house, I have everything almost muted. If something is muted on the house mix, it will be muted to the live stream. It overrides. It comes, if everyone's kind of in line to get their job done, the mutes in the house are, they trump anything else. You mute something in the house, it is muted on bus 3 and 4. It's the order of operations. So that is probably enough for this video, but that is how we do custom mixes for our stage monitors for Facebook Live. I know what you might be thinking, oh my goodness, this is a new board. You want me to make a custom mix for Facebook Live while service is going on and there's a delay on Facebook Live? It's too much, Daniel, you're crazy. Don't worry, okay? This is not all for one person to do. We have set up capability for someone on this board to run sound in the house and someone else to take care of the Facebook Live. So a little more to do, and all the more reason for us to be fully staffed up here, so you have less to worry about, and because there's a lot going on. We could say there's always a lot going on up here, and I appreciate your willingness to learn. Thank you so much. You're a blessing to us all.